Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're here to do week 1 check-in for July, and I wanted to just quickly pop in and talk a little bit about how this month has gone so far. I'm gonna try and be better about doing this, but just kind of keep in mind that most days I don't get dressed up. I rarely do my hair if it's just like a normal non-filming day, so I'm gonna hope to implement this going forward, but we'll kind of see what happens. So I wanted to quickly just pop in and say that this month so far has been really great for us. You guys will see the numbers in a little bit, but one thing that I'm super proud of is the fact that we have not eaten out at all this month. And today is actually the 9th, which is kind of unheard of for us because no lie, by like the middle of the month, like the 15th or so, we rarely have very much money for eating out left. And I just feel so proud of us that we have accomplished this goal. I have been fighting every urge to like go and, you know, get lunch or whatever else. But I'm trying to remind myself that honestly, if I wanted to, I could go out and get lunch right now. But I'm challenging myself to just really think about it in terms of, okay, every dollar that we don't spend on eating out, that goes towards our mortgage, which goes towards our future home, and that is what is most important to us right now. So I am super proud of us for that. In terms of other expenses, we've had some other expenses, but nothing dramatic, so you guys will see that in a second. But I'm gonna try and pop in during these weekly check-ins and just talk a little bit about like how we're doing towards our goals, what we're struggling with, what we are doing well. And I really encourage you, if you watch these videos every single week, let me know in the comments below. What are you guys working on? Are you saving for something? Did you struggle that week? Are you trying to, you know, limit something? Let me know what you guys are working on, because I feel like it's always really fun to get your guys' feedback and to see how you guys are doing. It's always really encouraging for me to have you guys say, oh, like, good job, you guys didn't eat out. But I also want to do that for you guys as well. So let me know how you guys are doing as well. And let's go ahead and get into the first weekly check-in. Okay guys, so this looks a little bit more familiar. So today we're here to check in for the first week of July, and I already wrote in my categories. So let's just quickly kind of go over what I'm going to be tracking. So the first thing is going to be groceries. Then we have eating out, which I recently changed from having a cash divider for that to just using our card and treating it very similar to groceries. So if we had something for eating out, you would see that in my monthly view. I decided to use peach for that color. Then we have gas for our cars, household items, and then anything that's unbudgeted, because I feel like it's really important to keep track of that very specifically because I don't want to get overboard with anything. So those are the categories that we're going to track going forward. You can see I have my July budget right next to my weekly check-in, and as always, this whole setup is from my Etsy shop, so definitely take a look. I will have the link down below to my Etsy shop, to my Facebook group, to my Instagram page for Sarah Murray stickers, and I do have new releases coming out for September on Sunday, so definitely keep an eye out. There will always be a discount code for the new releases, like for that specific Sunday of like September, October, November, and so on. So definitely keep an eye out for that because it's usually a really great deal. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have going on. So here are my items that I like to track. Everything in pink is going to be groceries. Anything in yellow is going to be gas. Anything in gray is our household. If we had anything for eating out, like I said, it would be in peach, but we do not have anything for eating out. And then unbudgeted would be in orange. So just kind of keep that in mind. I do have like a whole system set in place so I can keep track of everything. And the reason why I personally like to have all of these categories in my monthly view is so that I can kind of see what patterns are taking place. I've recently realized that if we go grocery shopping towards the beginning of the week, we tend to spend less than if we're going like later on during the week, because if we go later on, that means that we are probably going to make smaller trips and buying stuff that we don't necessarily need during all of those smaller trips. And also we tend to eat out more if we shop later on. So we were able to go on Monday this week and that worked out perfectly fine. So that's kind of my setup here. So anyway, let's go ahead and track our groceries. Now, again, keep in mind, because we are not eating out, our groceries are gonna be a little bit higher because we're using our grocery money for lunches, dinners, breakfast, everything. So we have Jewel of $41.01. We have Aldi of $28.76. And I like to mark them off as I go because then I know that they were recorded, and that helps me keep track of when I've recorded things in all of my monthly or weekly check-ins. So we have $108.41 at Jewel, and then $4.99 at Costco, and I believe that is it for groceries. So that brings us to a total of $183.17. $183.17. We budgeted $500 for the month, which means that we have $316.83. I like to take a look for groceries in terms of by weeks because, again, we budget for groceries by week and we usually go grocery shopping every week. So we are good through this week. We have enough meals, honestly, for more than this week. So I'm gonna count the rest of the week. So we have 1, 2, 3 more weeks. So if I divide that by 3, we have $105.61 for each week. Okay, so a couple things. One, that grocery number is higher for the first week because we stocked up on some stuff. So I talked about this in one of my vlogs recently, but we did pick up soda. So at Jewel, they had, I think it was like $2.99 if you buy 4. So we ended up spending like, you know, actually maybe it was $3.99. I'm not sure exactly, but we did stock up on soda. So we should not have to buy soda for like a month at least, probably even longer than that. We also treated ourselves to some steak, and I don't know why, but it seems like meat prices are going up quite a bit right now. So for 3 steaks for us, because now we have to buy one for Macy, it was over $20. So those two things, like buying soda, like stocking up on soda, and also buying steaks, really like made a big difference in our budget. So going forward, we are just going to try and not have any like super expensive meals, like having steak like that. If we do have something like that, we just know that we have to cut back and use some of our like freezer stuff on other meals. But so far so good. Again, I think considering the fact that we have not eaten out at all this month, $183 is not too bad. Now, next week, you guys will see that today is Thursday. I'm gonna be going to the grocery store today, actually Target, because I need to pick up some of my matcha tea. They have like the powder stuff and I love it. So that's gonna be probably like $20 or so because I think each pack is like $10 and I'm just gonna pick up 2. So you'll see that there. So that will add a little bit to what we have spent, but it'll be good. So that is that. Again, for eating out, we have spent 0, which is so amazing for us. Like I said, I am really proud that we have done that so far. So we have $200 remaining, and if we do that by week, that means that we have 1, 2, 3 weeks left. It's probably more like 3.5 to be honest with you, but we'll just do 3. So that's about 60, we're just gonna round it up, 66, 67 per week. So that is great. I can tell you right now, Jason and I have a date night planned for tonight. It's honestly our first date night since February when Jason's parents watched both girls for us. We went on like a really short dinner and we're gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna go at like 4:30 for a really early dinner, but we're gonna go out and like treat ourselves and just spend time together, which I'm super excited for. So we will definitely have some eating out for like later this week, but my goal is I want to just be more intentional. Like I've said in a bunch of my videos lately, I want to be more intentional. So if we are going to go out to eat, I would rather go and like have a sit down dinner with Jason and make it a date night and like maybe spend a little bit more than we normally would spend on a dinner, because then we get time together. Like we're actually doing something, we're going out of our way to make time for our marriage. Whereas if we just grab like pizza or, you know, hamburgers from someplace and just eat at home with the kids going crazy, it's not as enjoyable. And so I would rather just like grill hamburgers ourselves and save some extra money. So we're just trying to be more intentional when it comes to eating out. With that being said though, Jason has gone and gotten Chipotle and whatever else. And the way that we handle eating out is eating out for this category is really like when we eat out as a family, or we eat out, me and Jason. But if he goes to get Chipotle and I'm eating a sandwich at home, he's using his allowance for that. Same thing if like I wanted to go out to lunch by myself and Jason was like, oh, I have stuff at home, I would be using my allowance. So just kind of keep that in mind. That's a little something different, but I am again so proud of us for not eating out at all so far. In terms of our car's gas, we only have filled up once, so we have that $29.21, and I have given us $100 for gas for the month. I may decrease that going forward because honestly we're not really driving many places, but we'll kind of see for that. So that is $70.79 remaining, which is really great. We're in good shape for that. In terms of household, we have spent $17.29. Jason picked up some hand soap and some bug spray for the girls. We've been really trying to find some good bug spray for them that's not like super oily and ruins their clothes, but also doesn't have a ton of harsh chemicals. So if you have any suggestions, like stuff that you use on your kids, let me know. Macy, I feel like I don't know if this is even a thing, but I feel like she's kind of allergic to mosquitoes because when she gets mosquito bites, they are huge. Like they blow up so much. And so with the amount of hiking and outdoor play that she has, we really have to make sure that she is like covered in bug spray. And so that is something that we've been like trying to figure out, but that brought us to $17.29, which means that we have $107.71 left over for the rest of the month. I'm going to tell you again, I'm planning to go to Target to pick up that matcha tea, and while I'm there, I need to pick up paper towels because we were completely out. I just used the last of them to clean one of our bathrooms last night. I also need to pick up, I have a list over here. I also need to pick up dish soap because we're out. And then I was thinking about picking up like a new shower curtain and some like hand towels and stuff because we literally, and I know this sounds ridiculous, but like we've had the same stuff since our apartment. We have 2 hand towels for the bathrooms, 1 for each bathroom. Actually, no, we have 3. And 2 goes in one bathroom, 1 goes in the other bathroom, and that's all we have. We have no backup. So if one of us uses it to like clean something up off the floor and it goes into the laundry, we don't have a hand towel for there. So I was thinking about using some of that money to pick up some more hand towels, obviously not super expensive, but just some like from Target, and then a new clear shower curtain. And then I was thinking maybe even like a new regular shower curtain. We've had the same one for almost 7 years. Yes, no, longer, no, 7 years. So I feel like it would be okay to go from, you know, and spend a little bit of extra money on that. Plus, we already have our toilet paper. We are good on like soaps and all of that stuff. So anyway, I might invest a little bit in that. So you might see that next week. In terms of unbudgeted, we had nothing so far. So we are good there. We don't budget anything for unbudgeted. So I just feel like everything else we have in place, like our household section, gas, sinking funds, like we don't really need anything else for unbudgeted. Like pretty much as long as we're sticking to our budget, there should be nothing that's not accounted for. So we are doing really well so far, and I'm proud of us for that. I talked about this, I think, in my July budget video, but I did cut my Apple Music because I just felt like I love listening to music, but I'm not really driving very much anymore, and I'm always in my office now because I'm working with my business from home, and so I can put on YouTube and listen to music that way and save us like $13 a month. So I cut that, but I also cut the girls' little Poppy subscription. That was a bow subscription that they got 3 bows each every month. Honestly, the girls don't really wear bows that often, and when they do, I feel like Jason either like takes it off of Mila because it like, she has the spandex one things, so like they just don't stay very well on her hair. And then Macy ends up losing half of them. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna save us over $30 and stop that subscription. They have a drawer full of them now, so they should have plenty of matching bows and all of that fun stuff for a while. So that's kind of why that adjustment took place. I also took my business taxes out of my sinking funds. I just want to kind of track those separately and have like a running total and do some other stuff with that. So I did fill in my sinking funds for that. So that is kind of what's going on there. In terms of sinking funds, so again, I took my taxes out of there. So going forward, I think everything should be able to fit on one page. So that'll be good. Let's see, I did pick up some more stuff for Macy in terms of clothes. I talked about this, I think, last month, but maybe not, but I did purchase a lot of clothes for Macy from Old Navy, and then unfortunately probably like $80 worth of it got canceled, which is a bummer because it was really cute stuff and it was really good deals, like seriously like $4 for shirts and stuff. So anyway, I picked up some more stuff for her from Old Navy when I went there to return stuff. I also really stocked up on face wash. So I purchased a bunch of stuff from the Clinique website and it took forever to get to me. So by us, there is an Old Navy and an Ulta like in the same shopping center. And so when I went to return something, I also picked up stuff from Ulta. So I have plenty of face wash, plenty of foundation. I am good to go. And I still have $20 remaining. So we're in good shape there. I did pick up some 9-month PJs for Mila from Target because she is honestly probably more in the 9-month clothes now than she is in 6-month, which is just crazy to me. She is 6 months old, but in 9-month clothes, which is similar to what was going on with Macy at this age. She is in like the 75th percentile for weight, the 85th percentile for height. So she is definitely a growing little baby, which is great. Jason did go golfing a few times, so he is that there. Jason used his sinking fund for getting new boxers, his clothes sinking fund. And then we did pick up size 3 diapers for Mila, which is crazy again, and more wipes for her. So in terms of like my setup so far, I feel like this new planner is so great because I have so much space. Like this is just our personal budget, like our household budget, but then if you go like past this page, I have so much laid out for my business and it's perfect. I'm like really zoning in to like keeping track of my business expenses, keeping those low, and just like tracking a bunch of stuff. And so I'm just really loving this setup. I do have a sticker sheet or sticker kit that I'm coming up with for my business, and so I'm going to have that available come Sunday as well. I actually might also do on Saturday a budget video of like me setting it up so you guys can see what I'm planning to do with it, but just kind of keep that in mind. So like I said, we are doing great so far in July. I feel like it's really refreshing to like start a brand new planner, to have a fresh start when you have like new goals. I feel like it just feels so nice and like fresh. So again, let me know what you guys are working on. Let me know what your wins were, what your losses were this week. I feel like it's just really fun to see where people are at and to help encourage people and just, you know, be part of it, because this week might have been really bad for you, but next week could be a completely fresh start. You could, you know, do great with your groceries, great with unbudgeted, great with whatever you're working towards. And so just let me know how you guys are doing down below. Other than that, that is pretty much it. So like I said, I feel like we're doing really good so far and I'm excited to continue July. I'm honestly really hoping that this is a great month for us. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked the new like setup of me talking a little bit beforehand about how we were doing so far. Let me know in the comments if you did like that, and I'll try and continue that going forward. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.